Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am psychic medium Cari Muggs, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. So if you're listening to this on my Spunky Spirit podcast, you can watch it on my Instagram at Cari Muggs, my Facebook Cari Muggs or Spunky Spirit page, and also too on TikTok and my YouTube. So you can watch it there. Now, this week always remember, take what resonates. If you're watching this, it's more than likely meant for you, but take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So this week we are using the Trust Your Vibe cards by Sonia Choquette. I love this deck. It is one of the first decks I've ever used because it's so simple and easy to use. And I really like it because it really makes you trust your intuition. It makes you look at your intuition and kind of read your intuition and trust yourself, which I always say you always have. Whatever you need, you always have the magic inside you already. So, and on the back of each card is kind of a little heart with wings, which I love, a flower, and these two faces kind of looking at each other. It's all very symbolic. And as you can see, each card, it has the same kind of illustration. So that's kind of cool. So this deck's really awesome if you're just beginning and kind of want to tap into yourself or your own intuition. Okay, so this week's card is Be Generous. So, especially lately, things have been kind of crazy, and just remember that you never know what people are going through. So a lot of times we can get frustrated, a lot of times we can get impatient, and a lot of times we can maybe judge. And now boundaries are great. So sometimes you have to create boundaries, right? You can't let some people in your aura because they mean you harm. But always remember there's two sides to every story, and always be generous because you never know what somebody's going through. And so maybe there's going to be something in your life this week that maybe someone gets on your last nerve, or someone pushes your limits, or someone pushes you too far, or makes you question things. And always be generous, and remember that everybody's going through something. And also too, be generous to yourself. Sometimes the least person that we're most generous to is ourselves. And you've got to give yourself some grace. You've got to give yourself some room, because we are hardest on ourselves. We are all like, when our friends come to us or our family comes to us, and we're like, give yourself some grace, forgive yourself, it's okay. But then when it comes to us, we don't do that. We're not generous to ourselves, and we're unkind, and we say things to ourselves that aren't acceptable, or that we would never say to somebody else. And the one thing I want you to remember too is you never know what somebody's going through. I remember when my dad passed away, and I had to go to the store right after to get milk or something for my kids. And I remember walking through the store thinking, nobody has a clue. Nobody has a clue that my world just ended today. My world just stopped today. And the world just keeps going, right? Like the world just keeps going on around you. And so just know that people are going through some hard stuff. And so be generous to them and be generous to yourself. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret too. Everybody is messed up. Everybody has got issues. Everybody has got some issues going on and some problems going on. But lots of people are just better at hiding it, especially on social media. So don't think that everybody has it all together, or everybody or this person has it all together and you're like in this mess, because everybody is going through a mess. Everybody has their own mess. It's just that some people are way better at hiding it than others. So if you're having a hard time hiding it, then give yourself some grace and be generous to yourself, okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve it. And right now is a really hard time. So just know and that you are loved and you're not alone, and your guides and God are with you, and your spirit team is with you, and they're guiding you and they're directing you, and you've got this. You freaking got this. So be generous. The signs to watch for are going to be, see this spider web right here? This web, this is an indication that we're all connected. We're all connected. We're all together. I think there, and I don't want to mess this up, and I don't want to I don't want to offend anybody. So, but I know there's a Native American story about the spiders. The spider's web is what weaves us together. And so it's really, really cool. And I probably even should have brought it because I don't even know it, but I just remember it made such an impact on me, because the way the spider weaves its web is it's all connected. We're all connected in some way. And so it's like we're all part of the same big ocean. Energy, God, our source, we're all part of that. All of us have that light inside of us. So we're all kind of the same. We're all kind of connected. And then there's also, see how this person is lifting this person up? Try and do that this week. Try and maybe lift somebody up. And this person. So if you kind of see, I mean, I'm not sure you're going to see any shadow people, or if you see shadows, but if you do see some sort of shadows, that's going to be a sign too. Also, this cup that is draining or water or drops, this is going to be a sign, and the sun is going to be a sign. There's lots of signs this week. So we have a spider web, and there's fall leaves around that, and then the sun, the shadow people, this water thing, and these clouds and this bird. There's a bird in the middle too, because birds give us grace, So now when you see these signs, it means that Spirit's reminding you to give yourself some grace, to be generous to yourself. So if you're driving down the street and you're impatient with somebody, or somebody cut you off and you're getting mad, or you drop something on the floor and you're getting mad at yourself because you're in a hurry, and then you go outside or you go somewhere and you see one of these signs, or you happen to look up and there's a spider web in your corner of your house. This is Spirit saying, remember to give yourself grace. We're all messed up. All of us are. None of us get out of that. So the numbers are also 5 and 0, which I love because 555 means that changes are coming. So when things change, I mean, the only thing that changes, right, is that everything changes. There's always constant change. And so sometimes that can hold you back. So be generous with yourself because there's changes coming, and sometimes change is hard. So 555 lets you know that changes aren't always easy and they're not always bad, but to give yourself some grace as you're going through some of these changes. And it could just be that you're lifting your frequency or you're raising your frequency, and that change is hard. Spiritual growth is not easy. So as much as we'd love to think it is, it's not. And 000, and this is my favorite because 000 means that you are divinely guided. And 000 is a symbol of us being one, us being eternal, and that God is watching over us. Source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, has got you, has got your back. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to others as we're all trying to just navigate through this mess of life that's also beautiful, right? It's a beautiful mess. The magic is in the mess. So be generous to yourself as you kind of navigate yourself through this mess. And just know that these signs and symbols that you see all week is your spirit team and God trying to help you navigate through this mess. And you're not alone when you do it. So I love you guys so much. And remember, you have everything you need already inside of you. It's great to look at others and have them be mentors, but you are unique, and you already have everything you need inside of you to move forward. So watch for these signs and symbols this week as Spirit guides you through this week. And remember to be kind to yourself and to others as you do it. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next week.